CLNV still ripping to the upside. Let's go ahead and find out what could be happening for the following sessions now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a CLNV technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this Hump Day Wednesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. One more thing, guys, please go ahead and know that there are about 9 seats left in the ARCa Masters trading course, and I would like for you to just go ahead and refer to the links in the description below and reserve your seat now before it's too late. Okay, so there were 30 offered, there are 9 left, and it's been 3 days. Okay, so please go ahead and refer to those links. We're going to be going over the beginners topics all the way up to the advanced topics and mathematical application for trading. Okay, you guys, so now let's go ahead and dive right into the chart for CLNV on the 8-hour. Okay, so yes, we got that upside. I must warn that this is suggesting a very slight pullback, and it could be actually be a little bit of a bear trap here too. So please go ahead and notice that we have this EMA 7 located right at about 920, which is right at the 3.618 at 929. So this is an important, a very critical target for us to use as a bounce area. Okay, the golden mean. The 618 targets are very, very important here. Okay, so please go ahead and know that we can actually decline just a little bit and then continue on a massive upside. We usually don't want to see little candles like this printing with long wicks to the upside. Okay, so these are shooting stars. We don't want that type of thing to happen, but it may be essential so that we can actually gain some more upside thrust from other bulls on the CLNV asset, right? So let's go ahead and now move on to the next chart and see what we have. Okay, so now in reference to this daily pennant that we've actually been looking at for weeks and weeks, right? This is now suggesting a continuation to the upside. Please remember that the pennant itself has a target objective. Yeah, about 2754. Let's just go ahead and make sure of that. I thought it was a little bit different. No, yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah, 2754 suggesting that upside. Good stuff. Now, the target that we were looking at right over here, located at about 2103, is in reference to actually previous areas of resistance, right? So if we're going to be touching areas like this, then, I mean, then yeah, it would be very close to that 3.618 where we can face a pullback. Then we would likely come back to maybe the 1.618 or the 2.618 as a form of support before continuation onto the upside. I am talking about massive targets here, okay, you guys? So please remember that the statistical backtest of the daily volatility versus momentum is this, okay? So if you're new to the channel, let's go ahead and go over that now. Anytime that volatility this is volatility represented by this indicator BBWP. Anytime that volatility has actually contracted into critical contraction, which is beneath the 15th percentile or the 10th percentile of the volatility spectrum, alongside with stochastic momentum pivoted towards the upside, we pair it with stochastic momentum because volatility is direction neutral. Okay, so this is giving us the bias for direction. So we actually did fire that signal just recently, and we are now suggesting a massive upside, and we did catch this signal before it happened, so this was very good. Okay, so this is now suggesting a massive upside. Remember, the criteria is anytime that we are critically contracted alongside upside suggestion. I have taken note of every single time that has happened throughout the entire trading history of the CLNV asset, actually, and I think I did it on the 12-hour time frame. Yes, I did. Okay, so now please go ahead and notice this is the count right over here. Out of 6 times throughout the entire trading history of this asset, we've gotten 6 correct, and now this is actually 7 because we're realizing it. So 100% averaged upside accuracy with an averaged upside thrust of a massive 208.11% over the span of about 76 days. So let's just go ahead and see how far we've moved on based on that criteria and the firing of that signal. We've actually moved 75.49% from that signal, okay, you guys? So we've actually been talking about this since we were about here, and I've actually been looking at this pennant since way back there. So good stuff. CLNV is something that we've been tracking and we've been making nice moves with, okay, you guys? Good stuff. Congratulations for those of you who have gotten long. And yeah, so let's go ahead and now reference the next chart, but please go ahead and remember that the target I'm suggesting for a potential loading zone could be at about that 929 at the 3.618, right? So if we were to pair that with anything else, it does have high relevance to the golden pocket of this this fib right over here. So please go ahead and notice that 932 is right at the 0.5 fib. Very important target for us to actually come into consider in finding a massive bounce to the upside. This is definitely something that could be happening for us in the immediate short-term time frame. Okay, so I just want to add the 7 period and 30 period exponential moving averages. Please go ahead and notice that at the 7 period is actually landing right at 945. We have that 932 right over here at that 0.5, and we have the 7 period right at 920, where the 3.618 at a shorter time frame is at 929. Guys, come on. Lots of correlation here. A good trader finds the correlation, finds the rhyming, and then executes. Okay, you guys. So this is absolutely screaming upside. Okay, so let's go ahead and now continue on to the next chart and find out what could be the last stage of this. Okay, you guys. So regarding RSI in the immediate short-term time frame, okay, so I want you to notice that we're suggesting a little bit of a downside. We're in that gravitational zone in the 30-minute immediate short-term, which would essentially take us a little bit further down. And also here on the bi-hourly, it's suggesting we're making a bearish cross below that 14-day simple represented by that pink line. The RSI signals are purple, right? So we're getting very close to that gravitational zone of the overbought percentile, which would essentially drag us down. Okay, so now as we start moving into the upper term timeframes, please notice that the daily RSI signal is barely showing any weakness. This is not a drive of bearish divergence confirmed whatsoever. In fact, it is suggesting that it could be a very short-term pullback followed by a continuation to the upside, similar to this little pivot here. We never want to trust these little pivots for the downside or the upside, but since we are critically overextended here, there is still the potential that we can continue on to the upside. Historically speaking, we can actually still move all the way up to about 94.74%. We're currently sitting at about 77, so you can see the headroom still available here for the CLNV asset. Okay, please now notice the 3-day chart, absolutely bullish, still suggesting a massive upside on that RSI signal, barely entering the overbought percentile. Okay, you guys, so this is definitely something that is still suggesting an upside. A lot of the times we don't want to consider entry when we're overextended beyond the 70 percentile of RSI, right? But in this case, the statistics are meeting geometrics and price action. Okay, so everything here is still suggesting the upside for CLNV. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own DD and everything will be just fine. Okay, please remember to reserve your seat before it's too late on the ARC Masters trading course. Go ahead and refer to the links in the description below for you to follow me on Twitter and for you to say hi to me on Discord as well. Okay, you guys. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.